What to do against Ram Corner Pressure, Season 4 Edition. If you think she's going to use Rock after 5H, you can Hammer Fall her. There's no pointing mash in 5P, you're too far away. Going back to armor moves, you can use Slide Head. And if you really want to get out of the corner, you can use Heat Tackle. Even crazier, you can get a counter hit forward Mega Fist so you can do big buku damage. And for those that are actually good at the game, you can do Hammer Fall Break into Kara Pop Buster. But the main method I always use is Flick, and then Hammer Fall up after. After she uses Rock, you can mash P and it trades. So instead of doing that, just use 6P and you're in a better position. Oh yeah, since it trades with 5P, you can use Kara Pop Buster. Now sometimes she'll do Far Slash instead of 2S so she doesn't have to Micro Walk after the Rock, and she might throw her sword after 5K. So after she does her 5K, you can use Hammer Fall. And since Slide Head has the same armor frames as Hammer Fall, you can also Slide Head. And you even have enough time to use Heat Tackle. Unfortunately, I can't say the same thing about Kara Pop Buster though. Now instead of using 5K, what happens if she does Far Slash after the Rock? Well, you're not going to have a good time. Hammer Fall doesn't work, and even if you mash P, you'd get hit. However, 6P is your lifesaver here. Similar to the last pressure string, instead of using Rock, she might do a flippy overhead instead. Which I thought you could match P in between them, but you can't. However, you can backdash the overhead and then just do a Pop Buster. Now I thought you could grab her after she does her overhead, but the block pushes her back too far. And if you're really scared and want to just mash, you can mash P. Or you could just inhale glue and just Pop Bust after her overhead. Also, she's minus 10 after her overhead, so you can just close slash her. Okay, but what if she uses a sword toss instead of a rock or the flippy kick? Well, you're in for a bad time because there's a frame trap when she tosses a sword, and you also can't hit a button after she does her flippy overhead. So you have to just be patient and wait until after she does her 2S and then you can mash P. Hell, if you're brave enough, you can get a Kara Pop Buster after she does her 2S. Speaking of armor moves, you can even do your Hammer Fall after she does her 2S. Which also means you can also use your Slide Head. However, I can't say the same thing about Heat Tackle, you still can't use that. On to FDing. If you FD everything up until she does her flippy overhead, you can 2P her. It also opens up the option to now do Hammer Fall, which is big. And while you may not be able to flick anything, you can still hit her with Flick. And I'm even more surprised that you can even land a forward Mega Fist after the flip in. If you want to deflect shield her Far Slash, so her 5 heavy whiffs. And you're able to get 3 options in. You can get 5 heavy, Hammer Fall, and Slide Head into Hammer Fall.